Okay, perfect. I'm just going to start that again. So we got the recording. Um, Basically, what I'm going to be doing is just sharing the 10 steps that I believe are very important. Wait, admit one more. Oh my God. 10 steps that I think are very important to build a business as a man. Number one, we need to change the culture from its network marketing to community building because that's what it is. The prime example is what Miguel's done, what Sandy has done, what Gianluca has done as well. So, first slide. Hold on. Oh, awesome. As a man and women as well, don't stress. I think it's very important for you guys to be building offline. What I've done is just put a little photo up of Miguel. I stole this from his Instagram. That's what he did 7 years ago. So he was building his business in person, in coffee shops, in bars, going out for dinners, doing breakfast. If you're a guy as well, and females too, in the gyms. I think you meet a lot of incredible people in places like that. I think what we should be doing is just telling them about the business. It doesn't need to be something where you're like, you're bringing your laptop and you're sitting down, just showing the business, showing the business, showing the business. It can be really relaxed and just kind of kick back. And you can just build a relationship with them over time and just talk about the business. Let them know what you're doing. Tell them the vision, where you're going. Tell them what's happened with other people inside of the business. This works really well if you don't have the results yet. Talk about your upline, talk about people who are inspiring you to continue on this path. There's a term called tap recruiting. I'm not sure if it's been discussed very much inside of our community, but what it is you bring one friend or one person you've met to a coffee shop, a bar, a shisha lounge, whatever it is, and you tell them about the business. They end up signing up and getting on board. Just ask them if they've got two, three friends who are interested in this sort of stuff and tell them to come along. You show them the business, they like it, they get on board over a period of time, and you ask them, they got two, three friends, bring them over, and then do the same thing. And that's pretty much, in simple terms, how Miguel's built his business, how I'm building my business at the moment, and how a lot of the other males inside of this business have been building their business. And I know a lot of females do this too. So that's step one. I'm going to try and take my time with these because I don't really want to run through this too quick. Next slide. Even though it's important to build offline, I don't think we should be neglecting the online side of the business. I think that having a social media presence is very important. It shows credibility, shows that you're real. Same thing with in person, it shows that you're real as well. But what I've done is just put a couple examples of some males who are doing really well in the business and who have been here a while. Obviously, we all know Miguel, we all know Rakan. But what I wanted to do was put Gianluca on there as well. If you guys can see, Gianluca doesn't have that big of a following, but he's managed to build his business up to over 1,000 active members just from posting about the business. And he wouldn't have done that if he didn't have a social media presence. So for you guys who are not really showing this business as much on social media, it's very important that you do. You can talk about the business, the products in particular. You can also talk about your journey. So kind of document how your trading's going, how the meetups are, talk about the community, all that sort of stuff. But most importantly, just be authentic. I think that's what all three of these guys who are on the screen right now have in common. And I think that's what's relatable to people. So don't neglect building online. That's step number two. Step number three, mindset. Now, I was thinking about this very heavily the other day, and I spoke about it with Kayla too. Let me just submit another person. I think as guys, we have a culture of thinking that it's hard for us to build as males and that it's easier for women to build in this business. I just want to say I don't think it's true. I think we all have the same opportunity. We all share the same products and platforms and communities. I think the women at the moment are just really hungry and a lot more disciplined and committed to this than what us guys are. I think they're showing us up, to be honest. So I think as men, we need to have the beliefs to know that it's easy for us too. So if we look at the network marketing industry in a whole and we zoom out a little bit, males are crushing it in this business. And I think we all have that same possibility to crush it too. But we need to have that belief in ourselves that as men, we can do it. So for those guys who are in this call at the moment, know that you can do it too. It's not just a female dominated industry, but the females are dominating us here at TPR. So we've got to step up a little bit, I think, and just change that belief. Daniel G says you can't beat the words that come out of your mouth. And if you're telling yourself that it's hard because you're a man, you've already lost. So I think we got to change that. Step number 4, we need to be using the products. We need to learn the trading system, SK in particular. We need to be using the signals, and this goes for everybody. We need to be learning about what's going on in the crypto space, especially right now. I put Crypto Talk in there because that's a product that I love at the moment. Learn about Money Pro, so about the financial literacy side of things. Learn about the Travel Pro. Use the automations. Basically, what I'm saying is that we need to be using these products too, because then we can talk about it. If you're not using the products, it's going to be really hard to, when you're meeting up with people, telling them what you're doing, especially if you don't have experience with the products. So for everybody, we need to be using the products. That was a quick one. Next step. Men like results, but I've put in brackets, everyone likes results, because I don't just think it's men who likes results. I think we need to be creating results for ourselves. And that's why I did the, one second, admit. That's why I did the slide before, because if you're not using the products, you're not going to get results. And I've noticed that within my own journey, I wasn't using the products for a long time. I was just trying to do the marketing. And it was really hard for me because everyone I was talking to, especially guys, were asking me, well, what are your results like? How much money are you making? All this sort of stuff. And it's up to me to be doing the work and getting the results. And I think it's up to everybody to be doing the work and getting the results. But if you don't have them, tell stories about people who do. So talk about, I use Miguel as an example because I speak to him a fair bit, but Gianluca, even like Sandy, Talisha, Kayla, all the people who are on this call as well who are doing really well, talk about them. It doesn't have to be just you. It could be anyone in the business. Step number 6, your network is your net worth. We are so lucky here at TPR and iGenius to have a network. And I'll put this big photo of everybody just because I think there are so many people here who want to help you and who have success stories. And it's up to us to be reaching out to these people on a daily basis. Question for you guys. How often are you reaching out to someone inside of the community for some help or some support? The answer is not much. I think we should be increasing that. For the guys on the call as well, I've put Krista's in here, Mitch in here, Miguel and Gianluca, because I think they're all people who are crushing it right now. And if you're somebody who's, especially for the guys, I think the girls too, I think we should all be reaching out to people like this. But if you're a guy on the call and you're wondering, who should I reach out to? Who should I look for some inspiration and a little bit of mentorship? These are people you should be reaching out to. I think before the end of this call, after this call, just say hey to every person who's on this list and just start to build that relationship because that's what it's about. I just want you guys to know that we're not alone. And I'm going to quote this because I liked it when I wrote it. You are not alone. I think there is a misconception that there are not any men who are succeeding inside of our business. These guys are examples of what's possible. It's been done. Reproduce the system that's already been proven. Step 7. All right, this is a little bit more of a practical thing. So when building your business, I think we all need to be adding to our list of contacts in public, in person. I've got a couple examples on here, but when you meet someone who's giving you great service at a cafe or a restaurant, give them a compliment. Ask them if they enjoy what they do. They say no. Ask them if they're interested in making some money online. They say yes. Just be really busy, but just say, I've got to go, I've got a meeting or something like that, but let's connect on IG. And then get their IG, whatever it is. And then like, if I would you sort of thing. I think we've all watched the GoPro stuff who are on this call at the moment. So I'm not going to go too deep into that. If you haven't, I suggest you watch GoPro. And then just send them an overview video. It's as simple as that. I do this a lot when I'm in Ubers, and I used to be in Ubers a lot. I just chat to the driver the whole time. And then at the end of it, I just be like, I really like you. I think you're really cool. Do you like what you do? Do you want to do something else? I think you're amazing, but let's just connect on IG. Let's connect on Facebook, whatever it is, and just get the contact. If nothing comes out of it, it doesn't matter. At least you're adding to your list. I think we should all be actively adding to our list every day. And that goes for all of us. Step number 8. I've got some scripts. These ones are from Daniel G. I had Kayla help me with this yesterday, but pretty much we all need to be sending voice notes, not texting. I don't know about you, but if you guys have, for me, if I message a guy and it's a big paragraph, they're not answering. I think it's the same for women. If you send them a big paragraph, they're not answering. So just in a voice note, just be like, hey, bro, I was just scrolling through IG and I stumbled across your page. Say something to relate to them. You know, I see that you're from Australia. Actually help people from Australia make an extra income online, and then push it back to them. But aside from that, what do? And then just keep it short and simple. There's a term in sales, and I'm working in a sales job at the moment, called KISS. Basically, there's 2 ways you can phrase it. Keep it short and simple, or keep it stupid simple. And I think keeping it simple, short and sweet is where it's at. And it's been working for me at the moment. I've just given another example as well. Could be, hey, bro, hey, girl, whatever it is. Hey, girly. Hey, bro, I was just scrolling through IG and I stumbled upon your page. I see that you're at the University of Melbourne. I actually help a lot of guys who are studying make an extra income online. But aside from that, you know, what are you studying? Something like that. Tip is just get to the point, especially for the guys. Step number 9. I did education. I think that it's very important that in your spare time, you're consuming information on the industry of network marketing. I think there's a lot of it out there, and we need to just be filling our minds with that sort of stuff, especially if this is something you want to do. I think GoPro is an excellent example of what we should be doing. If you go to Miguel's YouTube channel, you can do that. Sandy's, I really like Anthony's channel as well, Fraser Brooks, people like that. But outside of that, you should be learning about things that just help you in the personal development side of things. For me, big reader at the moment. As a Man Thinketh, I've been reading that for the past couple of days. But just filling your mind with positive things that help you become a better person. Because at the end of the day, this is a business where if you're not becoming a better person each day, at least 1% better, it's going to be really hard for you, because you've got to develop into the person you want to be. And if that's a leader inside this business, then you've got to become that. I think it's really important to be conscious of what we consume. If you're someone who scrolls on TikTok, try your best to cut that out. If you're someone who just binge watches random things on YouTube, cut that out. If you're someone who's listening to the people around you, cut that out. That's consumption as well. And then I just said network marketing is a profession. It's a skill set. It takes time to learn. I think we've got to be patient with ourselves in that regard, but you won't get better if you're not actively searching the right information. Now, I feel like I'm going through this very quick. I just wanted to say we all have value. Sometimes in the past, I felt like I've had imposter syndrome. Basically, felt like I wasn't valuable in that regard. But we have iGenius. Every single one of us does. We've got TPR. And together, trading and investing powered with network marketing is an insane combination. To me, the business is a goldmine. And if you look at it like that, you have value to give. So when you speak into a prospect or somebody about the business, know that it's valuable. If they can't feel that from you and they can't feel that energy from you, then they're not going to believe it either. So you've just got to know that what we have is, it's worth millions. It really is. You've got to develop a level of respect for what we have here at iGenius and TPR. Again, just to go back to the call we had with Miguel the other day, he was saying that he was very disappointed with a lot of the guys because we don't have that level of respect for the platform and for the community. And I think we all need to take a step in that direction in developing the level of respect for this community and this platform, because we can change some lives. And I want to see us all do that. But without a respect for the community, you're not going to value it. So you don't value what you don't respect, pretty much. Next one. Oh, all right. Where there is no vision, people perish. I took this from the Bible. I really like it. I think we all need a vision and a compelling one. But I just want to ask you guys, like, where is this business going to take you? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself 6 figures, 7 figures? Do you see yourselves speaking on stages across the world? Do you see yourselves helping 1,000 lives, 10,000 lives? Is it just to help your family? Is it to prove people wrong? What is your vision with this business? Whatever it is, make it very clear. I think without clarity, there is confusion. So you've got to be very clear on what it is that you want and what it is that you see inside of your mind for yourself, and focus on that every single day. You don't follow someone without a vision. It's not like no one wants to be followed by someone who's blind and doesn't know where they're going. So if you want to be a leader inside this business, you need a vision of where you're going, and it needs to be clear and detailed and precise. And I just wanted to ask you guys that. So I think even if your vision is to serve people, and I think that's what mine is, I think it's to just serve as many people as I can. My vision is to just do what it is that the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, wants me to do. And that's kind of my purpose and my vision for this. I want to take it as far as God will take me. And that's my thing. But I think if serving is below you, then leadership is above you, and vice versa. So whatever it is, share it with people, because people want to follow people who have a clear vision and know exactly where they're going. Again, no one wants to be led by a sheep. So know where you're going. Very important. Vision is key. Oh, and a quote from Luke Belmar. I really like this one. Don't chase success. Let it chase you. Create value, and success will inevitably come your way. Remember that greatness is built, not found. This goes for everybody, not just men. I think you are what you attract, and you attract who you are. Whatever you chase runs. You've got to create value, all of us, and success will inevitably come your way. Greatness is built, not found. So we've got to be building this, building ourselves, building our business, building our characters, building our communities. You're not going to stumble across it one day. You've got to build it. Very important. And that is the end of my presentation. I don't know how long we went. I tried to make it at least 20 minutes. But just to end it, I kind of want to do like a little Q&A. Does anyone have questions? Pop your hand up.
I don't know how to put my hand up, but
Oh, there you
I was
go.
going to ask,
Direct.
what do you think has been like? Because obviously you and Kayla have been like working beside each other through most of your journey. Did you notice anything like hugely different between maybe like your interactions and stuff with people? Like one of you being male, one of you being a female. Like if not, that's like yeah, whatever. But it'd just be interesting. Like obviously mentoring. Like I know how to mentor a chick and like what a girl goes through, sort of thing. But is there anything that you notice that's different, or not really?
With Kayla mentoring me?
Oh no, like as your like own journey, like separately, obviously. But like obviously you're a bloke, Kayla's a chick. Did you notice anything like obviously your target audience is blokes, I'm assuming. Did
Yes.
you notice anything or not really? Maybe even Kayla?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think the difference is that as a woman, and I'm not one, but I know how men think. As a woman, if you're speaking to a guy, they're going to think it's a date or it's something
Yeah.
along those lines. I think you've just got to be really clear with your boundaries, and that's something Kayla does very well.
Yeah.
And as a guy, if you're approaching women, it's kind of the same way. You've just got to be
Yeah.
clear with your boundaries. Like, this is a business. This is what I'm
Yeah.
doing. But with it, yeah, I think just as a woman, you just got to be very clear. Like, this is a business. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Set that
Yeah.
boundary, especially when you're approaching guys. But I'm not a female, so I don't really understand exactly what it's like in your shoes.
Yeah.
But I think that's the best way to do it. Maybe Kayla
Yeah.
might have a different opinion.
I think like a lot of what you were saying earlier in the slide, like it's 100% just the mindset. I feel like that, especially in TPR, that guys have kind of come to this culture and the conclusion that it's harder for guys to build. Like you'll hear them say like, "Oh, it's just so hard for us males," when it's not. Like it's just that they've decided that because like we're literally selling like financial education. Like we're not even selling like supplements or something like girlier, like vitamins or anything like that. Like it's literally financial education. A lot of guys want it. So I think, yeah, and it started with mainly men. Exactly, exactly. It's just our Australian community, let alone like the rest of it. There's a lot of male leaders. And then I think just like I think if you just straight up, if you're like a girl and you're trying to recruit a guy, just straight up talk about business. Like don't even like like obviously when it's a girl, you want to build a relationship with her. If I cold message guys sometimes and stuff, but I'm just like, hey, came from your profile, really love it. But yeah, just wanted to reach out, help a lot of people in Australia make money online. Have you ever been interested in making some extra streams of income? So just straight to the point, and then if they hit on you, just block them or something. I don't know, but that's just what.
Very true.
Hi,
Any other
Zach.
questions? Hello.
Hi, I'm actually from.
Oh, there we go.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm actually from Haley's team, but Kayla sent an invite into the chat. So I was like, I actually would like to join because I'm trying to get as many tips and strategies as possible. And I wrote down every single thing that you had from step one all the way down to vision. Like I typed it all in my notes because I
Really?
really liked it. Yeah, I did. I really liked it. And I think it would help. And I was just wondering if you were like nervous to start this business.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you were.
definitely.
Did you start with the trading or networking side?
So I joined this business about a year ago. I'll just go back to it really quickly. But so Kayla's my mentor. She
Yep.
joined this business, I want to say 2 weeks before I did, maybe 3. But she joined first.
Yep.
I was very skeptical of what it was about. I didn't trust it. I didn't really understand it, to be honest. That was the truth. And but for me, I wanted to win as well. And this is an opportunity. I think the call that got me was Miguel did a team call, a global call on a Sunday, and I think he was in the Gold Coast for like a incentive trip, or they might have been in Bali for an incentive trip. And he was just talking, and I really liked his personality and what he was talking about and the vision that he had for the business and what he'd done. He spoke about the legal side of the business, and I was like, yep, this is cool. But I was very nervous to start. I was nervous to start processing that payment. Like I was really nervous. But I think without risk, there's no Ferrari. So
Did
that
you
was me.
did you spend a few weeks, sorry, did you say watching Kayla and seeing what
I
she
did.
does?
I
That's what
did.
I did with Haley. I spent like a few months and because I really didn't actually have the money to begin with to buy the packages and to upkeep it.
Yeah.
Then I got my tax return, so I bought it. I was
So
like, hey, Haley, let's do this.
so good. No, it's amazing. So I used the last bit of my money I had. So I joined on Select. I didn't have any other money. And then when I upgraded to Elite, I used money that I had from a loan. So that's what I did. But I hope does that answer your question?
Absolutely,
Okay.
it does.
Okay, good.
I'd like to join as many calls as I can to learn and get tips, as I've only just joined like 5 days ago.
Really? Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Thank
family.
you. I'm on the premium package, the one just below the elite, because I was
I love
a
it.
little skeptical of spending over $2,000 because technically in Australia it's 2,000.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you for joining.
thank
In
you.
the right place.
Thank you for having me on this call.
You're welcome. Do we have any other questions?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say, I remember when you joined Zach, I remember our call that we had with Hida and Kayla, and I know how nervous she was. I just
Yeah.
want to say I'm really proud of how far you've come. I know maybe you haven't had like the fastest success or hit many ranks or anything, but I think you've developed a lot as a person, and you've really like become more dominant in the industry, and you've obviously learned so much connecting with all the top leaders and being at every single event that you can. I just want to say really proud of you, and I know like the money's coming soon, the ranks are coming soon, and yeah, just keep up the hard work, and I'm really proud of you for doing this call, and I think you're such a good speaker as well. You've really like presented it really well, so just want to say I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet. I appreciate that. If we have any other questions, let me know.
I just have one more question.
Yeah,
During the little call, I took a little photo because Haley, my mentor, was always saying like post about every webinar and everything. Would it be okay if I posted it and blocked out everyone's photos?
As in the photos on the presentation?
No, I mean the photos of like our actual faces. Sorry, I meant like if I blocked out people's faces.
Oh, you can keep the
It's
faces.
okay, you can post.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
post.
Oh, okay, because I only have
We usually just
myself.
say like a little video of the screen, and that's it really.
Oh yeah, I just took a photo mainly because I don't know, I just did it in the moment quickly while in between my notes. But I've only got I think it's Talisha. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah. Oh,
And
God, cool.
Audrey in there.
That's all right. You can post it. Go for it.
Thank
got-
you.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're doing
It's always
amazing.
scary when you're like not focusing on it. Though.
Yeah, I know, but that's
So
why
it's fine though. Go ahead, post it. I've definitely done some people dirty before.
I just no, the other girls in there look like they're, you know, they look focused and they don't look out of concern, if you know what I mean. But thank you.
No, you're welcome. That's all good. If we don't have any other questions, I think I'll end it on that.
I just wanted to say that you did really well.
Thank you.
I believe this is a training call.
Yes.
Yes, well, I think you did really well considering I've only just joined 5 days ago and I haven't seen many webinars.
No, that's all good. Thank you. All right, I'm going to end it on that, guys. Other than that, thank you for taking, I think it's been half an hour. Thanks for taking half an hour of your time to actually listen to me. I appreciate it.
I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna say that if anyone wants to stay on and hustle, I'll chuck on a video because I'm gonna do some hustles. So
cool.
yeah, if you guys want to leave, that's fine. Like training's over and you can stop the recording, Zach. But
Yeah.
after you stop the recording, can you please make me